Eric, thanks a lot for sitting down with us here tonight.
Thank you, thank you.
So of all the things that you have accomplished in the first 8 months in office, what are you most proud of? And what are you most excited about working toward in the future?
Well, connecting people and having people really start the process of connecting with themselves and understanding that, no matter how much money we make, it's about how do we find our purpose. And that is what I want my legacy to be, to have Brooklynites just connect with their purpose. What is the real purpose of what they want to do, that they can feel as though they accomplished something in their life. Right. It's not connected with a paycheck, it's really connected with feeling fulfilled internally, and then externally you could be all that you can be.
Right, cool. And how has the job been different than you expected it to be over the first 8 months?
Building infrastructure and understanding this borough is so huge, it's so big. Yeah. As everyone say over and over again, that if we were a city, we'd be the 4th largest city. When you think of as hot as Miami may be, that's only 700,000 people. Right. We are 2.7 million people documented, and a large number of people live within the shadows of government. And being able to actually reach all of them, communicate with them, and have a one-on-one relationship with them is a challenge. And you realize it's an awesome task, but you have to be up for it. Every day you have to have your A game.
Yeah, yeah. Could you talk a little bit about the role that culture plays in defining Brooklyn and in defining, what Brooklyn has come to symbolize for, really around the whole world?
When I was elected and during my inauguration, I talked about this thing called culture and art, and how do we turn the artistic expression beyond those traditional areas like the downtown Brooklyn Cultural District. And one tends to believe that residents of a particular area only want art and culture and want to experience what it brings and offers, right. When in reality that's not true. It doesn't matter if you live in Brownsville or Bay Ridge. It doesn't matter if you bang on a bunch of empty soda cans or if you are banging on bongos, you still want to experience that cultural experience.
Right.
And I think that's connected to mankind as a whole.
Yeah.
And so when you look at what we're doing, this evolution of culture in our borough, if you take a step back and really appreciate it, we're creating this new form of Brooklyn fusion. No one is willing to live within the boundaries of labels anymore. Right. No one believes because they are a Rastafarian that they can't listen to classical jazz, or one is a Jewish person. Hasidic Jews are now doing rap.
Right.
People are going beyond the label, and they're finding that with culture, it's allowing the borough to be free. And there's something unique that's happening in Brooklyn, yeah, that's not happening in any other borough. And it's because it's rooted in the cultural experience that people are expressing themselves.
Right. So with that said, what are the cultural institutions or even just individuals who you think most embody the spirit of Brooklyn culture?
It crosses the gamut. You have BAM, which was the magnet that drew a lot of people into the borough. But I think now that it is exploding and expanding out, you have some things that are taking place over at the Brooklyn Museum. The Botanical Garden is doing some great things. But then you go even further. There's a great organization called Arts East New York. It's amazing what they're doing with vacant space, and what was considered lots at one time, they're now turning it into space. You have small studio spaces that are opening throughout the borough, where thriving artists are now being able to rent small spaces for low cost and able to express their artistic expression out in Sunset Park. You have some great things that are happening with Andrew Kimball and Industry City. They're getting ready to open a whole new expression and spaces for people to use art. In Bay Ridge, I've met a group of artists out in Bay Ridge who do these actual walks in Bay Ridge where they examine windows of the storefronts to see how you can use art to do your expression in storefronts. So the creativity is unlimited. It's unlimited.
It's amazing. Thanks very much, Eric.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks again.